started with the reassurance that good cinema is not dead and that content is king. In an age where audiences are enthralled by fast-paced action thrillers with mindless violence, there are some movies that are like a breath of fresh air on a hot summer afternoon or the cozy warmth of a cup of steaming tea on a chilly winter morning. That, in short, is my review of The Three of Us for you, my friends. Avinash Arun's heartwarming tale is an amalgamation of nostalgia and unrequited love. It's a heartwarming story that snugs you, warms you, and keeps you cozy and mushy even after it gets over. The storyline of the film revolves around dementia and its impact on relationships and the quest to rediscover the memories that are left behind by the protagonist. The movie unfolds like a tranquil summer afternoon when very little happens. The movie, in its slow pace, subtly captivates you, and that, my friends, the unhurried unfurling of the story, is its brilliance. Through the characters, the viewer has much to enjoy in every beautifully captured scene. It is enhanced by the brilliant cinematography. While the film is about a woman's search for closure and her failing memory, played brilliantly by Shefali Shah, the unfolding of the male characters is also very refreshing. The film portrays a masculinity that is tender, sensitive, vulnerable, and honest. Well, aren't we all surprised? The men profoundly understand that their destiny is linked to their woman's seeking and surrender to her search, which inevitably takes them into their own difficult inner threshold throughout the movie. They stake everything on their heroic journey, even though their lives may outwardly look as sleepy as the seaside village where the movie is shot. I can't recall seeing such a mature portrayal of masculinity in recent cinema. This portrayal in an era where the prodigal male protagonist is someone who is hero worshipped by the masses for larger than life acts of romance or violence or portrayal of absolute toxic masculinity is indeed pleasantly unusual. Even though Shailaja, played by Shefali, is the central character, it is as if she represents an irresistible soul call of all the characters in the movie, and they all respond to an inner yearning almost gratefully. There is a touch of a goddess in her character as she leads them on. For instance, the dialogue between Shailaja and Sarika, the wife of Pradeep Kamath, played by Jaideep Ahlawat, is very telling. Sarika recognizes that this visit is Shailaja's soul call and is in awe that Shailaja dared to respond although she is a woman. How desperate must have been your call that all your excuses fell away. She is literally in awe of her courage. This scene is so subtle that you can almost miss its significance. Then in another scene, the conversation that Shailaja has with the old woman in the forest is like her own fertile private dream world where her guide lives. It's a secret place where magic is kept alive that can only be entered through remembering. Her deepest resolutions happen there, and it is symbolic that she comes back fed, her soul is satiated. Don't all of us remember that one dream that is not a dream but a visitation? Another scene that is beautifully layered is where Shefali Shah performs the Bharatnatyam, and after the initial hesitation, her body remembers the dance moves. It is during the course of the dancing that the memories also come back and she stops suddenly, afraid, and slips physically into the shadows. It just shows how the dancing triggered memories that she had repressed in her childhood. Jaideep Ahlawat is brilliant as the silent, shy, poetic bank manager who is also her childhood lover, and Swanand Kirkire as the generous-hearted husband has your heart but is a little too naive for my liking. However, contrary to popular belief, men like them do exist. The dialogues are few and seamlessly merge into the deep silences of the scenes. Varun Grover and Sohaib Zulfi Nazir's thoughtful dialogues open us to the deeper psychological struggles of the characters. To quote, "Kal to tabhi aayega jab aaj khela jayega," roughly translated into "tomorrow can arrive only when today is well played." Or "Bachpan mein sabhi dost hote hain, everyone is friends in childhood." When were we last sat together? These beautiful dialogues gently invite the thoughts of the viewers to walk with the characters on screen. The landscape also seamlessly merges into the slow pace of the story. As the film approaches its climax, it becomes clear that Shailaja's return was more than a trip down memory lane. It was a quest for closure and reconciliation, much like it is for almost each one of us. This is literally a film where people are walking each other home.